hope you guys are having a wonderful, blessed evening, because Grammie is having a wonderful, blessed evening. And I am so very excited to be doing this video this evening for you. I am part of a wonderful Thanksgiving dinner collaboration. Miss Lori called it a potluck, so I'm going to call it a potluck too, where we are all having a virtual dinner together and we are contributing to that dinner. And there have been some wonderful recipes out. I'm going to link everybody in the bottom of this video. Please go check out their channels because they are wonderful. Some of them you have heard of, some of them you may not have heard of, but you're going to love each and every one of them. So I'm going to go ahead and call each and every one of them out right now. And I got a list because I didn't want to leave anybody out. In this collab, we have Greg's Kitchen. We have Miss Gay Jordan over at Aprons Strings. We have Miss Katie at Hertiage Ways. My tongue is so twisted tonight, and I don't know why. Maybe because I want to eat that turkey that I'm about to cook for you guys. We have Sharon Yarbrough. Her channel is by that name. We have Miss Vicki at Vicki's Country Home. We have Miss Leslie. She's over at the Farm and Pastor's Wife. And we have Miss Lori at Whippoorwill Hollar. And then we have my friend too. She's my friend. They're all my friends, but we have Miss Darlene at Super at 60. You got to go and check her out. Like I said, we are doing a wonderful collaboration together. A potluck, a virtual Thanksgiving dinner. It's going to be good. Well, all of you guys who have been following me for the last week and all of my old friends, I'm going to explain to my new friends. I am changing out a glass top cook stove for a slide-in gas stove that my husband let me get for Christmas. So I'm getting an early Christmas present, and I so wanted it in so I could do this turkey and roast it in the oven and do some wonderful things, but it didn't get installed. We've got a few things that we've got to do. We've got a few obstacles that we got to get over, and the guy that's doing it for me is a wonderful Christian fella, and he has another job. He works about 45 to 50 hours a week, and so I am going to be cooking this turkey and a good old Mr. Rooster. We're going with plan B. Because whenever you've got a Thanksgiving dinner, you always have to have a plan B because something is not going to make it. You're going to burn a rolls. You're going to burn the pie. Something's going to happen, especially if you're doing it by yourself and there's so many things you've got to do. So you always have to have a plan B for the situation. So we're going to put this little 10-pound turkey in a roasting pan and we're going to cook him off and he's going to be just juicy and delicious. So let me gather all the things that I need because I need some towels, I need some butter, I need some herbs. I need to get that roaster pan in place and plugged up and start getting it heated. And we're going to come back and we're going to put him on. He's going to be so good. I'll be right back. Okay, family. I've got my roasting pan on. I've got put it all the way up at 450 degrees. Once we get the turkey in there and it gets up to heat, I'm going to turn it down to about 375. But I wanted to show you before I get my hands all turkified, I want to show you what I'm using. Now what I'm doing, I always try to use disposable things when I'm working with turkeys so I can avoid contamination because that's the one thing you've really got to worry about. So I've got my 2 sticks of butter and then I have all my seasoning in this bowl. So once I've touched this, I haven't retouched my containers or anything like that, and these can just go in the trash, and then I can make my way over to the sink and wash my hands. So I've got these over here. Now, I put a teaspoon of cumin, a teaspoon of lemon pepper in there, some seasoning salt, and I finally found this in stock at Aldi's again. It's my favorite steak seasoning sauce, and it's got the garlic and the cracked peppercorns in there, and it's just, oh, it's got just it's so good. It makes chicken, it makes everything. So this was at Aldi's. If you guys want to check that out. So we're going to put these over here because I don't want anything on them. I don't want to contaminate them. I got me a big old towel. We're fixing to go in the sink with some scissors, and we're going to open this turkey. I'm going to take you all the way, let you watch the whole thing. And all of my veterans are going to know how to do a turkey, my cooking veterans. But we may have some youngins, and we may have some oldens that never cooked a turkey. So I'm going to show you how I do it. Now, you guys might do it different. But that's the wonderful thing about cooks. We all have our own way of doing things. Like I said, it's your kitchen. You do it your way. So let's get you moved over here. And I'm going to try to get you. My regular tripod decided to break on me. So I'm back to using this tall one. And I can't get down as close. But I'm going to get me another one. I bought me one today, but it's not quite tall enough. But I can use it for a Wednesday encouragement. So I have this turkey, and it's been in there for I think, let's see, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So it's perfectly thawed because it took 3 to 4 days to thaw it, and we've had it in there for at least 3 to 4 days. I'm going to reach over here and grab my scissors. Okay, can you guys see? Okay, so we're going to open this up with scissors. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave everything in this sink. The sink is perfectly clean. I just got through cleaning it really good so that it would be clean for preparation of food. It's going to have to be sanitized again once I'm done working with the turkey, because a turkey has salmonella just like a chicken does. So you have to make sure you don't want to make anybody sick. You don't want to get yourself sick. And so there's that little bird. So we're going to put that off of there. And I'm going to kind of let the stuff drain off of him. I'm going to pull this out and just let him kind of sit in that sink. Now I'm going to take this and I'm going to put it in the other side. I'm going to use this sink right here for waste. Okay? So now what we're going to do is we got to get the innards out. This is not my favorite part of the job. And I'm also going to cut off the part that's the last to go over the fence, as we say down here in the South. But look at there. It's perfectly thawed. I've got the neck. You can see the neck. And I've got the bag of innards out of there. Like I said, this sink has been sterilized. So that can be set right in there and it's not going to cause a problem. Alright. One of my legs has escaped. I like to take this plastic thing out if I can get it out. If I can't, then I just leave it on there, because I don't care if my turkey legs like, oh my goodness, look at there. She's got a pop-up timer. We're going to know when it's done. That's wonderful. But I'm going to take my scissors and we're going to cut this off. I don't like that part at all. We're going to see if we can't get that part off of there. And I never know why they leave that on there. Maybe some of you like to eat it. I don't. So now I'm just going to turn this on some cool water. And I'm going to give our turkey a little bit of a bath. Just kind of bathe him a little bit. Get him up here. I like to leave this on here because I can tuck that down and it'll kind of hold my seasonings in there. So we're going to give him just a little bit of a rinse. And when I take him across there, I've got this clean towel that I'm going to lay him on so he doesn't drip all over my kitchen. Okay? These right here are going to go into a stock pot. And I'm going to use them to make turkey stock. I'll get it right in a minute. So I think he's been rinsed good enough. And I hate that they put that in there. I don't like this thing. See if I can get that to come out from behind that bone. There we go. I got it out. Now it goes over there to the trash. I got a little bit of splatter on my face. Okay, so now I can smell my roaster over there getting about ready. So I'm going to wash my hands, move my camera back over there so you guys can see what I'm doing on the other side of the room. But I'm going to wash my hands real good because I don't want to contaminate nothing. So I have to touch the tripod and the phone. So I'll be right back. Okay, we're back on this side of the kitchen, but the turkey's got to travel over here. So let me get you guys turned down again. It's going to be a little bit of moving around tonight, but it's going to be okay. That door is opening up because there's 2 little dogs fixing to go in there and drink some water. They being silly tonight. Okay, so let me get over here with my towel and my turkey. Get you turned down so you can see what I'm doing. I don't want to have to touch this again, so I got to get you in position. Because once I touch that turkey, we're gonna be contaminated again.
I'm gonna work it out.
So let me lay my little towel down here. Pick up my little baby. Come on, little baby. We're fixing to go across here and get all cooked up. The pretty little turkey. And then I bring it across here in a nice, fresh, clean towel. And now we got him right there. And what I really need to do is he needs to turn this way so you guys can see what I'm going to do to him. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do to him is I'm going to take this butter. And I'm going to take this spice. And I'm just going to kind of put some of that spice on that butter. Just like so. Okay? So we're just kind of rolling that in there. And this is going to go up inside Mr. Turkey. All the way to the top. That's why I left that flap of that neck skin on there so I could kind of seal that. And that is going to cook at. It's going to be so good. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to open up. We're going to take our hand. You don't want to pull. You want to just take your hand and kind of work through this skin. Kind of work this skin up as far as you can go back. Usually it's pretty easy to kind of pull that skin back like that. Get your hand all the way back there as far as you can go. Now you're going to take this other stick of butter. And you're going to roll it in that. Okay. Then you're going to put it in your hands. And then you're going to just butter. Take half of that butter and you're going to, I'm going to put the other half back in that bowl. And you're just going to put butter all under that skin. As far as you can get it to go back there. Get it on this side, even though that timer's over there. It shouldn't hurt it. Get that butter in there. It's going to be so good, y'all. It's going to be so good. Now, the rest of it, you're going to take, and you're just going to rub it all over this turkey. On its legs. All over it. On its wings. I'm going to put some down here. And then once we get it put in here, we're going to sprinkle it. But here's the deal. When I'm doing mine in a roaster pan, or even in the oven, I start with the breast side down for the first hour. Because the breast is the one thing that will dry out on you quicker than a New York minute. So if you start with that turkey breast down, all of those juices as it starts cooking will go and collect into that breast. And then once you flip it back over after the first hour of cooking, that breast will hold those juices. But it will kind of stay into that breast. And this will be the most juiciest turkey that you have ever tasted in your life. Besides a deep fried turkey. So we're going to take this lid off. I put a little foil in here. These do have racks that come with it. But I've decided just to go in there tonight because I don't have any way of browning it. So she's going to get turned over. Wait a minute. I forgot to rub her with spices. She got to have some spices on her. I'm getting so excited I got ahead of myself. We got to get these spices on there. So let's get these spices all in. We'll save a little bit because I'm going to rub the back. So she's just going to go in there and flip over. She's going to sunbathe on her back for a while. I got a little bit of butter here. I'm just going to kind of rub that back of that bird. Then we're just going to take the seasoning. Put on her like that. Place the lid on top. We got a good heat going, so I'm going to cut it down to 375. Time to wash my hands again. And clean up my mess. Now this will go into my washing machine. These will go in the trash. And I'm going to set my timer for an hour, and we'll be back. Been just a little over an hour, and it is time to flip this little baby over, this bad boy over, and get him breast side up. So I'm going to turn you guys around here. We're going to move this over there, flip you down so you can see. I'm going to pull the lid off. Oh my goodness, that is smelling so good. And basically what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take my tube. Okay. After a Monday night wrestling match, we've got him flipped back over on the side. And you can see all of that delicious butter that's distributed out underneath that skin. And it's just looking good. Let me tell y'all, it's looking good. So now we won't have to move him anymore. We'll continue to cook like that till his timer pops out. He'll probably go for another 2 hours, maybe. We'll see. So let's put the lid on. Got him set at 375. When he's done, we're gonna be back and we're gonna look at him, and we're gonna carve a turkey. I'll be back in just a little while. Well, family, I am back, and the timer has popped up on the turkey. It is looking done. It's smelling done. Now, if I had my oven, what I would do with this roaster pan, I would take the whole roaster pan out, the lid off of it, and stick it under the broiler for about 10 or 15 minutes to kind of crispy up that top a little bit. But because I don't have a stove right now, I'm in transition, we're going to have to call this done. And so let's go over here and let's look at it. It's looking delicious. It's looking wonderful. The timer has popped up on it. It is smelling good. And I've got my beautiful turkey plate over here. And we're going to take and we're going to transfer that over. We're going to transfer this over. I'm going to take my 2 sets of tongs. I'm going to go in here and go on the back side. I'm going to try to pick it up. And she is a juicy. Kind of stuck on this side to that hole just a little bit. Get that undone. Let's try this for the second time. And we've got it on our plate. I've got this turkey out. It needs to set. I'm going to come back in here in about 15 minutes. We're going to give it about 15 or 20 minutes and let all the juices redistribute in there. And then we're going to carve this baby up. But that is one pretty bird. And she is done. Alrighty, I'll be back in just a few minutes. Okay, family, here's my turkey all carved up, and look at the juice. Can you guys see the juice at the bottom of that? How juicy and delicious this turkey is. It is just absolutely gorgeous. It was a little less than a 10-pound turkey. I've got my dark meat carved up there, and I have a lot more picking to do on the carcass, but I've got the legs there and the turkey breast all sliced up, and I have had a little taste. We're going to have this for dinner tomorrow, Sunday dinner tomorrow. This is Saturday night. That's a delicious bird. And it's juicy, it's not dry. I'm going to wrap it up. We're going to have it tomorrow. And it's good. Tastes like Thanksgiving around this house. You guys don't forget to go check out the other channels that's part of this YouTube Thanksgiving dinner potluck collaboration. And like I said, I'm going to have their links in the description. I also have a playlist by the same name, YouTube Thanksgiving Dinner. It took about 3 hours to cook that bird. Perfectly done. And I would have liked to have the skin crispy because it's something about roasting the top of that skin. And I probably could have flipped her back over and turned that thing up and probably got that skin crispy. But I didn't want to lose that juiciness. Turkey is one of those things, if you go too far with it, you can dry it out and it'll be dry, dry, dry. Now, we're supposed to talk about what we are thankful for. That's one of the things that they wanted us to talk about, and I have no problem with that because I have so many wonderful things to be thankful for. Good friends, good family, a lot of love, a lot of kindness and tenderness, and a good God in heaven. In 2 Corinthians 9:15, it says, "Thanks be to God for his indescribable gifts." There is no one who can give us gifts like our Father in heaven. For he so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believeth in him should not perish, but have everlasting life. So I am thankful for salvation. I'm thankful for my God in heaven, because without him, I would be nothing. You guys have a wonderful, blessed evening, and I'm praying for you, and I love you. Until next time, I am Grammie Nae Nae. Good night.